Over the past 2 years or plus, we've had to stand up things very rapidly to respond to the COVID pandemic. And we've used cloud to be able to do that, and vendors. Um, in that way, it's great. The adoption rate has been incredible due to the need. But long term, I still think there's some challenges that we have to overcome. One is actually having a multi-cloud strategy to really understand how cloud works together and how we can secure it and make it interoperable and effective going forward. So we have to build that strategy out, which we haven't done yet. Along with that, kind of is not second, but right up there is security. We don't have the insight over our cloud environments like we do on-prem or other things. And we have to make sure that we address that in a way that is responsible and accurate and keeps the integrity of our data and transactional things going on. So we are working on developing a cloud checklist, which we've already started working with our vendor partners and our cloud solution partners to be able to make sure that they can meet all of our security and technology standard needs. In addition to that, I really think we haven't flushed out the cost effectiveness of cloud. We know it's very responsive, scalable, agile, which are all great things, especially for reactiveness of our response to the pandemic. But understanding how much the total cost of ownership down the road is going to really affect us, and being able to prepare for that and future forecasts for that within our budgets. I think it is not just my biggest workforce challenge, but the entire state of California is actually getting enough people to apply for positions. We've seen a huge trend over the last year or so of not having either enough applicants or qualified applicants for the positions that we're trying to fill, especially in the higher level IT positions and around security and architecture. I don't think the skill set for people wanting to come to the state is there because there's so much of a demand on the outside. They can make a higher salary and have accommodations of 100% telework and other things. At our department, I'm trying to work on a telework policy that will allow us to do 100% telework for those roles that aren't business or operational needs to be in the office or service continuity. That will allow us to expand our radius of our search for good job applicants throughout the entire state of California, not just limited to Sacramento region. So the future of public health, we just got a BCP together, put it through the legislature, and we're looking at bringing on the entire department, 400 plus people. IT will get a large portion of that, and we will be able to look at our systems holistically, so the entire disease surveillance, other things for cloud migration, digital transformation, and that. And I don't think that's just for the coming year. That'll be a lot of strategy, vision, and road mapping this year, so it'll really lay that foundational piece and map for us to do that over the next 5 years. So I'm really looking forward to bringing that in. The other thing I would say is I also got a Chief Technology Innovation Officer, which will be a peer to the Chief Technology Officer. The Chief Technology Innovation Officer will be responsible, obviously, for innovation, but for strategy and road mapping for all digital transformation in future state, and really be that executive leader that will ensure that it aligns with our architecture, our standards, our enterprise goals and strategies. So I don't think there's just one. I think we have many. During this pandemic, over the last couple of years, like I mentioned, we were very responsive and everybody stepped up. There are a ton of heroes within the department that were working 16 or 18-hour days. I had one security role that he said he didn't shower for 3 weeks. He just sat in his chair because of the need and because of how much he was committed to California and the safety of California. So I can't just pick out one. I think our entire IT staff really did a great job of stepping up and showing what civil service is about. It's not about the money, it's about doing the right for California and the health and human services, health and safety piece of it for California itself.